Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is the National Football League.
Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 33 yards. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6-0 our score after 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Carr. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, Watson. He's looking deep for Bell. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They're going to run. Here's Bolden. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Carr now on first down. He finds Bolden, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing again on second down. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Throwing his Carr on third down. Steps away to his left. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. To throw his Carr. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Rolling to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 67 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here? A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Gets past one man. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, do you think
that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he... Did not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Carr now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Jacobs now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 2. Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Here we go on fourth. Watson buying time to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Room here to run. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. One more time with Jacobs. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line. Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great.